You set? Okay. We're finishing up here for the day. The Sheriff's Department's been out here with the Onondaga County Medical Examiners and myself. If we finished up, we'll be back here tomorrow at 8:30. And at this point, we really don't have anything new to report regarding what, if anything, we've seen.
Have you found any remains? Anything that could be human remains?
At this point, we're not in a position to discuss anything that we've seen or not seen. Again, we've been processing the scene. We'll continue to do that tomorrow until the job is done.
How much longer will it be, I think? Any estimate from the ME's office?
No estimate. Again, it'll probably be at least one more day, maybe more.
And how much of the cabin have you covered approximately?
And I'm not in a position to discuss any particulars.
And did that cadaver dog alert on something yesterday? Is that what brought in the ME's office?
And I'm not in a position to discuss any particulars.
Who was in the green Subaru today? 3 women.
There were representatives from the Onondaga County Medical Examiner's Office. Again, the Onondaga County Medical Examiner's Office sent up at least 2 doctors, investigators, and working with their office as well as interns to help us.
Will they be back tomorrow?
They will be back tomorrow.
Was Dr. Stoppaker here himself?
Dr. Stoppaker was here initially, but he left it with 2 of his doctors, and the rest of the staff were very qualified.
Did they leave with any material from the site?
No. The materials were taken from the site.
In general terms, can you just give us an idea of kind of what it looks like, what search you're doing or digging or whatever you're doing back there? Could you tell us just kind of what you're doing?
And we're not in a position at this time to discuss the particulars regarding the search. All I can say is we're being very, very thorough to do a complete and thorough examination of the site.
Greg, why can't you say something about what you found? Something just that the public is very interested in this. Why can't you say something more than that?
Because we don't jump to conclusions, we don't speculate, we don't engage in hypotheticals.
No.
We base our case on facts.
Right, no, I'm not asking to speculate or anything like that. But the facts, that you have some facts that you found something or nothing at all? You can't say anything?
And I'm not in a position at this time to discuss the investigation. It's ongoing. When we're done, hopefully we'll be in a position to talk to the family. We owe it to them first to let them know what, if anything, we find, and then to the public.
Have you talked to the family since you came out yet? Or?
I haven't spoken with them today yet.
Okay. And was the sheriff here or the undersheriff at any point?
The Sheriff's Department had several investigators and deputies here. I think the Sheriff's Department had 10 to 12 people here throughout the day.
Was the sheriff himself or the undersheriff here?
Neither the sheriff nor the undersheriff were here personally, but the Sheriff's Department committed a lot of resources to the case today.
Were state police out here today or just sheriff's deputies?
Just sheriff's deputies with the ME's office and myself.
Yesterday, someone said that their forensics team would be brought in to help dig. Were they brought in?
Nobody from the state police was here today. Yesterday we thought we might need them just for an issue of manpower, but the sheriff committed enough investigators and deputies to provide sufficient manpower to assist the medical examiner's office.
Just talk about that manpower, how many people you have out here, how much of an effort whatever you're searching for is.
Okay. Again, I can't really go into details of what we're doing at the site, but the Sheriff's Department had at least 12 members out here. There were, I believe, at least 6 representatives from the Onondaga County Medical Examiner's Office and myself. Again, working very hard, but being diligent and cautious to make sure that we have the best chance to recover any evidence, if there's any to recover.
And the ME's office being out here and not having taken anything away, are they able to do some analysis on scene? Is that how that works? Or?
Yes, they're assisting us on scene, able to make analysis to assist us.
If there were any findings, I'm not saying you're saying there are, but if there were, would they necessarily bring them out, or would they leave everything as is? I mean, if they found any evidence or any remains or anything?
Again, I really can't comment to that, John.
We saw several shovels and buckets being brought out to the site, presumably earlier. How much of an area was dug up out there, and where did the digging occur?
And again, I'm not really in a position to talk about the particulars of the investigation at this point. But again, the Sheriff's Department committed a lot of resources today. I'm very appreciative of the Onondaga County Medical Examiner's Office for their assistance, and we'll continue to process the site as long as it takes to make sure we do a thorough and adequate job.
Is it a large area you have to cover?
Again, I really can't talk about the particulars, although I appreciate the question. And again, at this point, we're going to be back tomorrow at 8:30. We'll probably work through tomorrow. If it requires additional days, we'll put in the time that's needed to make sure it's done right. But for now, that's all I have to say. But thank you all.